You're listening to The Late Show. I'm Becky with you till 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we're talking prepping now. It's not a new phenomenon. Stocking up and planning for future events. One man in Lancashire who's concerned about the climate and ongoing wars thinks that more of us should be prepared, and has been creating YouTube videos, educating people about what and how he stocks up. And, well, he's here. He's called the Urban Prepper, a.k.a. Mike from Burnley. How are you doing?
I'm not so bad, thank you very much.
So, first of all, tell me, what is prepping for people who don't know?
So prepping's about resilience in more difficult times, stocking up on essentials, but doing it sensibly and learning valuable skills along the way.
So what are you prepping for?
So I started prepping for things like a Carrington event, anything that would affect the power grid and have a grid down. But at the moment, I'm prepping for everything.
How long ago did you start, Mike?
I've always kind of done it. I've been brought up to always have a full pantry. But prepping seriously, I've probably been doing for about 8 or 9 years now.
So when you say prepping seriously, what does that entail? I mean, what have you got?
So I've always got at least 30 days worth of food of the regular stuff that we eat on a day-to-day basis. But on top of that, I've got around 60 MREs, which are military meals ready to eat, as well as just as many freeze-dried meals. So roughly about 90 days worth of eating without rationing.
Right, where do you keep it all? Have you got a big house?
I've not got a big house at all. I've got a small terrace house, but that's what my channel's about. It's about finding storage space where there is none.
and so where do you get the freeze-dried meals from? And are they expensive?
Well, I was lucky enough to get some sent to me from an American company, but you can pick them up even in places like Go Outdoors.
Do you eat them sometimes?
I've ate them. I've tried them all. Part of my channel was obviously when they send me these things through to test them. And yeah, they're actually quite nice, to be fair.
You would say that, though, Mike. So how do people generally react when you explain what you do?
Well, they instantly think, tinfoil hat. But then when you go back to them saying, have you got a first aid kit at home? Yes. Well, you're preparing. Have you got a fire extinguisher home? Yes. Well, you're preparing for something's not happened. So why not do it with your food and power?
Well, why not? What's the reason that we don't, generally?
I think we've been desensitized and to it all. It's like we take it for granted that everything's at the touch of a button and everything's on demand. But it wasn't that long ago that we were all queuing up and supermarkets were selling out of things.
Well, yes. I mean, of course, you're talking about the pandemic. I bet you weren't queuing for loo roll, were you?
No, not at all. And the one thing about preppers that people should know is it's not about panic buying. It's about avoiding all of that. So I've got a stockpile. I've not took it from anybody else. It's not took out of somebody else's hands because it's built up over time. I might buy one extra pack of toilet roll when I go out.
Did you think, Mike, that the pandemic would change the mindset of others?
It did, because obviously I interview a lot of preppers on my channel, and a lot of them, when you ask them why did you start, many of them were through the pandemic.
And how widespread is it in other countries, say in Europe?
It's more popular everywhere else apart from the UK. All the European countries have just issued the pamphlets and things like that. And although the UK government does have a preparedness website, other than that, we've not done anything.
And of course, you see, if anything untoward happens, let's say the national grid goes down, you'll suddenly be everybody's best friend on your road, won't you, Mike?
Well, I don't think many people around here know that I do this, and it's one of the things about prepping is that it kind of makes you a target in that way, so you do have to be careful with it. But this is why, instead of hiding away like a lot of preppers are, I'm putting myself out there, but it's to get more people. The more people prepare, the less people I've got to go and make soup for. So
is it a hobby, would you say, or is it a lifestyle for you?
It is a lifestyle. With the cost of living, things like, I don't know, canned chili, I've got upstairs that I'm eating that I paid 60-70 pence for, which is now £2 in the supermarket.
Where is it upstairs, though? It's not in your bedroom, is it?
No, I've got a little spare room.
I was thinking there'd be cans all over the place. So your stash could last you up to 3 months, could it?
It could, yeah. I mean, towards the end of that 3 months, it'd be a pretty bland diet. The thing about preparing is we hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I still do everything anyone normally does. I go on holiday, I enjoy time with my children, all that.
Well, it's great to hear from you, Mike. Thank you ever so much for talking to us. And if we want more, it's the Urban Prepper UK. Thank you, Mike.